On today's episode, the Cybertruck gets a brain, hurricane weather affects Tesla vehicles, we've got theories about the robotaxi reveal, and find out why Swedish Teslas have weird license plates, beginning with the Tesla Cybertruck, which has finally received full self-driving capabilities in an over-the-air update. With this on the last day of the month, Tesla completed their entire list of September 2024 roadmap accomplishments that we saw released by the company's AI team earlier this month. Tesla says this update also includes the end-to-end neural network stack for highway driving, as promised, and there are some upcoming improvements like earlier and more natural lane change decisions, improved performance in parking lots and at intersections and stops, and introduction of speed profile incoming. Tesla says this is an early access build to enjoy but use additional caution and remain attentive. And that kind of gets at what makes this release so exciting. We have this very large, very heavy, very pointy vehicle driving around all by itself with no hands on the wheel. It's awesome, but it's also kind of scary. Now, what the hell is end-to-end, and why is that a big deal? Well, the end-to-end part of the stack means that rather than hand-coding all the decision-making directly into FSD, Tesla now relies upon AI, which has been trained on hundreds of thousands of hours of footage gathered by its fleet. This allows the vehicle's onboard computer to make decisions, hopefully correct decisions. It was FSD version 12 that brought the end-to-end stack to city streets, and that version was widely considered to be a significant improvement. But until now, the highway driving stack was still running FSD version 11. With this new update, end-to-end AI will now be used on the highway, which should be a considerable improvement. As for the rest of the fleet running FSD, Tesla's AI lead Ashok Aluswamy says we are close to an early release build for remaining platforms and will release to internal employees in the next week or so. Tesla's @Cybertruck account comments, "Finally proud owner of Brain, loving it so far." As for how well the Cyberbrain is working so far, it's not bad. It's pretty near as good as any other self-driving Tesla, but with a few rough edges that will show themselves on occasion. Cutting turns too hard, driving on the shoulder, driving over medians, hitting curbs, struggling with off-ramps. It's not anything that we haven't seen before, but it's just that little bit more unnerving to watch them when you know the added size and weight of the Cybertruck, plus the added consequences if anything goes wrong. Responsibility is the key word here. Speaking of responsible people, we all know Cybertruck has been a favorite toy recently for all kinds of celebrities. Now, can you imagine all this attention directed to them driving with FSD? That's coming in front of hundreds of millions, perhaps even over 1 billion people now. They will want to flex with their Cybertruck driving itself, and it's the perfect timing from Tesla as well, since FSD seems to finally be on a level that won't shoot Tesla in the foot with the publicity. With all this buzz around the Cybertruck, the Tesla AI team took a chance of subtly hinting towards something big coming in the future. They comment, "And just like that, the last fledgling leaves the nest." And when Dennis asked about the Semi, they say, "But wait, there's more." A little down below, the account adds, "Season finale, not final season." What do you think it means? For us, the most likely explanation seems to be that the Tesla Semi will be the next big project for Tesla's self-driving team. We've seen the Tesla Semi videos near Giga Nevada that run with a senior suite on top, which naturally means they are collecting ground data for validation like they do with their passenger fleet vehicles. Or they are testing systems for the Semi to run autonomously. In trucking, the effects of such an autonomous or even semi-autonomous vehicle would be huge. Perhaps a strong driver assist like that would have also avoided the crash back in August, where the Semi burnt down after veering off the road for unknown reasons. Now, our European correspondent Jan reports that the Semi team can't comment on the crash or Tesla Semi getting autopilot or FSD when he asked them at the IAA show, but it only makes sense that it is coming. Would the Tesla Semi be able to adopt the same FSD already available on the smaller Teslas with ease? Without a trailer, we think it's likely. With a trailer, however, a whole new set of problems arise. A Tesla caught fire in a garage in Florida after the flooding from Hurricane Helen, and it was all recorded on a Nest Home camera. Unfortunately, the entire house burned down as a result. In this case, the fire clearly starts from the bottom of the vehicle where the battery pack is, and it started with a sudden loud bang with flames quickly rising up on the outside of the Tesla. The constant contact with the water was definitely not helping here. Now, keep in mind that we do not know yet if the battery pack itself might have been damaged or not, or if the vehicle was charging at the time of this incident. Did you know Tesla has a website page dedicated to submerged vehicles? The submerged vehicle guidance helps us to understand the risks, including outlining steps after the Tesla submerging, like treat your vehicle as if it has been in an accident and contact your insurance company. Do not attempt to operate the vehicle until an authorized shop has inspected it. Safely tow or move the vehicle at least 50 feet from the structure or other combustible materials such as other cars and personal property. Now, keep in mind that not all Teslas and EVs can catch on fire as soon as they touch water. Quite the opposite is true, actually. We have seen plenty of Teslas go through floods where fossil fuel cars just die right in the middle of the road. Jan has a whole thread of these videos, and we know even Elon Musk has seen these as he liked the post, yet didn't feel the need to remind anyone that EV drivers should still avoid water when possible. None of these Teslas in the video have been reported as totaled, let alone catching on fire. Now, it's the salt water and longer submersion that can likely produce something like what we saw on the video. The largest study into battery fires in the world that has so far looked into 511 different EV battery fires since 2010 has found that 28 of those incidents were due to a submersion in a body of water. Now, 489 of those fires displayed a jet-like flame, which is caused by flammable gases escaping under pressure, which seems very much like what we see here as well. Tesla has sent out invites for the October 10th Robotaxi event taking place in Los Angeles to shareholder raffle winners and online influencers. They call the event We Robot, and Elon says this will be one for the history books. Of course, we had our tinfoil hat ready to go to try and find out any teasers the invite image would hold. It seems Jan was the first to recognize this similarity on the Robotaxi ride-hailing app mockup we saw back in April on the company's Q1 earnings call. Then we decided to play around with the image itself, changing the contrast and other settings, and found out there is something like a streetlight hidden in the image. The best explanation we've heard for this so far comes from Rudy, who says it's a reminder that after you come to from a bender and you're flat on your back looking up at a street lamp, to get a robotaxi. In another approach, we got these inner circles that seem like a robotaxi wheel. We've played around with the thought of the outer circles giving a Morse code message, but we didn't get much other than the letters V, N, and D. If there's any significance there, we are missing it, so let us know. The real head scratcher, however, is what looks to be a binary code in the middle of the image. At first glance, it looks to be just 0101 everywhere. But playing around with the image settings, it's revealed that the numbers actually change with the lines like 0111, 00, and so on. We haven't yet put the whole of it together, but we're working on it. So help us if you can, drop your insights in the comments or chat with us on X about it. If anyone out there has an invite with an open +1 spot, Jan promised to jump on a plane today from Europe and make it to the event, whatever it takes. Tesla is also hosting a new referral contest for a chance of attending the Robotaxi event. Every 2 complete referrals after August 24th to October 3rd will get 1 entry, US only. Tesla now sells more EVs in Sweden than all of the VW Group brands combined, taking 26% of the EV market share. Naturally, it also beats the local Volvo Geely in 3rd spot. The Tesla Model Y has overtaken another important title too, the most sold vehicle of any fuel type during 1 month. Just in September, 4,126 Tesla Model Ys were sold in the country, beating the all-time record of Volvo V70, which saw 4,124 registrations back in January 2007. All this is even more remarkable considering the Swedish unions, not Tesla employees themselves, although some seem to be involved, are still on an anti-Tesla strike after almost a year. Meanwhile, Tesla employees seem to stay positive and even created a banner in solidarity to the mission that says, "Thank you, it's good," along with Tesla's famous hedgehog mascot. The strikes go as far as blocking new Tesla superchargers, with union-related grid companies refusing to connect Tesla's superchargers to the local power grid, and even the new license plates and mail are blocked from arriving at the Tesla delivery center. The latter is what Tesla has figured out a good temporary solution for. They handwrite the license plate numbers, approved to do so by the local police, and the Tesla owners now get the real license plates in their mailbox at home. We wish the Tesla Sweden team power to endure these times and keep fighting for the mission.